Good evening, and welcome to Hothouse. My name is Laurie Fife. In the first term of the Scriptwriting course, Writers for Actors, students write a 10-minute play. This format challenges the writer to squeeze all the features of a full-length play, plot, characters, and theme, into a short format. With many festivals devoted to short-form writing, a 10-minute play is an essential part of the writer's portfolio. This evening, we bring you readings of 8 short plays. The subject matter varies, but be advised, many of the plays contain mature subject matter and strong language. Hothouse is a presentation of Algonquin's script writing program. Thank you to Dan Falainen, Academic Chair, Media Studies, and Terry Loreto Valentic, Coordinator for Script Writing and Performing Arts, for their support for this event. Thank you also to Matt McCooey, Professor of TV Broadcasting, and his crew of excellent and enthusiastic TV broadcasting students for making this event possible. Our wonderful ensemble of actors for this evening, in order of first appearance, are Douglas Campbell, Sydney Moon, Sean Anthony, Megan Carty, Rachel Oyster, Chloe Tudor, Micah Jondell de Chazier, Chris Ralph, Jackie Dutois, and Maggie DeCady. I want to thank our playwrights, Megan, Olivia, Anthony, Abdel, Shireen, Alexander, Lauren, and Nicole, for your imagination and hard work in bringing these stories to life. As you watch, please feel free to post comments and questions in the live chat between plays. So thank you to you, our audience, for joining us online for this presentation. And now, I turn you over to our playwrights. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Megan Ludzik, and I wrote the 10-minute play, A Haunting Melody. I've unexpectedly found myself frequently writing the themes of my plays about change and loss. Surprisingly, I went in without any ideas and ended up writing the entire play in one sitting, the words pouring out naturally. And the irony is that when I got my peers to read it, everyone told me I was the character Marilyn. Our passionate souls, especially when it comes to music, are one. To give you a sneak peek, here's a short synopsis. When a near-car accident triggers his haunting memories, Thomas is forced to face what he fears most, the truth. Even if he tries to avoid it, Marilyn won't let him forget. Having a troubled mind, can Thomas successfully flee from his past actions, or will he come to terms with his mistakes?
Shining. It is night. Behind the car, there is a projected background showing the car's rear view mirror. We are in a moving car on a long lane road. Sound of the running engine and tires on gravel. Thomas, the driver, is alone in the car. He is distressed, anxiously tapping his fingers on the wheel.
I'm not gonna do it. Nope. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not. It's distracting. Gives me a headache. I said I won't. I'm not putting on music. I'm not. I won't.
He keeps glancing back and forth between the road ahead and the radio in his car.
I won't do it. God damn it. I won't. I don't even like music. It distracts me, gives me a migraine. You can't make me. You can't.
He stares at the radio for a couple of seconds. When he glances back up at the road, the car suddenly jerks.
Oh shit!
Tires screech. Vehicle projection becomes still.
Shit.
He shuts off the car, closes his eyes, and rests his forehead on the steering wheel.
Fuck. Calm down, Thomas. Calm down.
Merlin appears in the passenger seat.
That was close.
Get out.
Poor bunny. You probably scared the living hell out of it.
I said, get out.
Hey, it's not my fault that you almost killed a bunny.
Leave. Out. Now.
And go where?
Anywhere but here.
You know that's not possible, Tommy. Besides, you know how much I love a late-night car jam session.
Out. 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 Now.
What have I ever done to you?
So much. You've done so much.
Oh, hush, my favorite song is playing.
What song?
Geez, maybe you should also check your hearing.
This is not real. This isn't happening.
What's up with you? Have you been drinking?
What? I'm not drunk.
He turns off the ignition. The car comes up.
But you were that night.
Thomas pauses, starts driving. The video projector continues.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, wait, no, the best part is coming up.
Stop this, please. Not this again.
You stop it, you big party pooper. I am trying to have a jam session here.
The music's too loud.
Too loud? Music can never be too loud. It's the only way to appreciate its sound.
Merlin goes to increase the volume.
Merlin, you can't keep listening to music this loud. You'll lose your hearing at the age of 25. Just relax. You can still hear it like this.
But there's no point. Why listen to it at all if I can't enjoy it? It's like baking a cake and not being able to eat it. Everybody knows that the only acceptable way to appreciate a song is when the rhythm cancels all other sounds.
Look how well that ended last time.
Hmm?
I'm not saying it, Merlin. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about you. I don't want to think about that night. It's just music, Merlin.
Just music? These notes aren't just music. These harmonies aren't just music. Listening to a melody so boomingly that the car's windows, mirrors, and body vibrate as though they are chanting along to the lyrics with you isn't just music. Traveling from one galaxy to another when pressing shuffle on a playlist isn't just music. Going from a sunny day at the beach to drowning by the powerful waves with one slip of a violin. Going from a soft rainy night drive to swaying hips, dizzying thoughts from a party. Going from an evergreen floral field to sitting on a glass throne isn't just music because it makes you feel. Music makes you live through its instruments and words, and it places you in these dazzling universes.
Okay. Merlin, you know I don't feel music the same way you do. I never could. I'm fine with just listening to a song like this.
That's because you don't let yourself feel. Always avoiding your thoughts, always hiding. Stop hiding, Thomas.
What?
But that's not fine. That's not fine at all. That you're telling me that when you're at a concert and capering bodies surround you, loosely singing along to the thunderous buzzing of the instruments from the speakers, the floors, the walls, that you don't feel anything at all? Don't you feel like you're on top of the world? Feel like your mouth is going to rip from the tremendous, brilliant smile etched onto your face? 'Cause I do. It's about the only time I feel exhilarated. Music is my adrenaline, my life source, and it pains me to know that when you're listening to this song, to the beats and the bass and the chorus, that you don't get filled with similar thrilling thoughts.
I'm sorry. My mind doesn't go to the same place yours does. But I wish it did. I wish it did. Instead, my mind is stuck in a bewitching tale, like a deer caught in headlights. I'm stuck. The light blinds me, and I want it to. I want to forget. I want to forget so badly. I want to walk blindly and forget everything that's ever happened. Please, let me forget.
Forget about what your mind thinks. What does your body say? Is your foot tapping along to the rhythm? Are your fingers chasing the drumming beats? Your head bopping to the melody? Face contorting to sorrowful expressions as it can't help but empathize with the haunting notes of the lyrics? Does your body say nothing at all? Feel nothing at all? Your body has a mind of its own, one we can't control at times. Do you let it feel what it wants when listening to music? Because if not, then I guess you are just a fool.
That sounds mesmerizing. You were always so mesmerizing. I aspired to dream as you did, and I think that's why I always stuck by you. I thought that maybe by being at your side, I could somehow peek into your world and see the colors the way your eyes paint them.
Watch out.
I thought you could make my life brighter, but I feel as though I only darkened yours. I was selfish. Still am. I am selfish. Never took you into consideration. Or others. But I wanted to, believe me.
Watch out.
That wasn't enough. I tried and failed to watch out for you. I didn't mean for this to happen. One night, I was sadder than the rest. I started drinking. A lot. It only took one call from you to put a smile back on my face. And I came running at your door, ready to pick you up. Late night jam sessions are my favorite, you said. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't. I didn't see it coming. I tried to move. I'm sorry.
Watch out!
Ah!
Thomas swerves the car. Blackout. Sound of screeching tires, crashing, glass breaking.
Merlin!
The chaos ceases. The radio is heard playing softly. Then the music stops. Car's front window is broken on the passenger side. Glass litters the stage. The video projection has paused. Thomas is alone in the car.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Hi, I'm Olivia Kiert-Clutterbuck, and you're about to watch my 10-minute play, The Bloody Mess. It's a compilation of a few different memories I have of going to comic conventions with my dad. We're both huge nerds and love Star Wars. Love. I decided to mix these stories together, push myself a little outside my wheelhouse, and try my hand at comedy. A bloody comedy, if you will. I hope you enjoy.
Lights up. Robert and Patty walk toward a convention center.
What time is the photo op again?
11:30. We have plenty of time, Dad. Don't worry. You won't miss your millisecond-long date with Princess Leia.
I'm not worried. I just want to be on time.
Okay, whatever you say. Did you know Carrie calls these events celebrity lap dances?
Really?
Yep. She basically thinks we geeks throw our money at pop culture heroes like people throw money at strippers.
Oh, that's weird.
Weird, but not wrong.
Well, I've never really paid much attention to her outside of her work in Star Wars. I mean, she's perfection as Princess Leia.
To you, she will always be royalty? Well, me too, but she's so much more than that. I mean, I looked up to her as Leia when you first introduced me to the series when I was small. And then I grew up and I discovered her work as an author and an advocate. She's kind of a badass.
So, like, what was she like? When you met her, I mean.
She smelled of cigarette smoke. She's about my height. Horrendous posture, but that's no secret. She told me I had nice tits.
She said what?
She told me I had nice tits. Don't make it weird. That was a very Carrie thing to say. It's all down from there for my boobs. Literally. Anyway, I thanked her for being a role model to me my entire life. We hugged, we took a picture, and then I was rushed out of the photo area.
Sounds...
Patty trips. She crumbles to the ground, screaming.
Oh, are you okay? How did that happen?
Crying hysterically, clutching her nose. There is blood.
Breathe, Patty. You need to breathe.
Ugh, I need to sit up. I'm choking on blood.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Hey, let me take a look. Oh, okay. We better go back to the condo. I think you broke your nose.
I don't know what gave that away.
Fade to black. Lights up, Patty holding a towel under her nose, staring into the audience as though looking in a mirror. Robert is behind her.
should we just go to the hospital?
Why? It's a broken nose. All they'll do is...
She jerks her nose, falls to her knees, letting out a shriek.
Jesus H. Roosevelt Christ!
God, why did you do that?
It had to be done, whether by me or by a doctor. Given we're in the States, I didn't want to deal with their medical system and then have to deal with the travel insurance on top of it. The way to ruin a perfectly good trip.
Ruin a trip? Seriously? This is a whole new crazy of level, even for you. You shouldn't put your own nose back into place after breaking it. What if you damage your nasal passageways from this little stunt?
I put my toe back in place after dislocating it and it was fine. A nose is no different.
That was equally stupid.
What? They're both dealing with cartilage. And what about you? That time you cut off your fingertips? You took care of that yourself.
Only because you were too freaked out to take the bandage out then, and I needed to do something so I could drive myself to the hospital. Wait, you said Jesus H. Did you quote Outlander?
Yes, I bloody did.
Oh my God. We are here for a Star Wars and Carrie, not Outlander.
Fine. This is not the nose you are looking for.
Patty looks in the mirror, then looks down at her shirt.
Dad, can you give me a clean shirt? This one is covered in blood.
Right away. Where are your shirts?
In my suitcase.
Where?
Suitcase.
Where?
In a galaxy far, far away.
Robert re-enters and hands Patty the clean shirt.
Thanks. I cut my lip inside and out.
Let's see.
Thanks. Anyway, we will be on our way to see Carrie in a few minutes. I just need to change and put some concealer on my nose.
You're going to put concealer on your nose? Why?
I don't want the discoloration on the bridge of my nose to show up in the photo. Come on, dude. Mom and I have been planning this trip for months as a belated birthday gift. The entire trip revolves around this photo op.
Patty, you realize how much that's going to hurt, right? Why would you put concealer on a busted nose? It'll just wipe off as tissues catch the blood. Take your time. There's no rush. We're going to miss our photo call regardless.
Over my dead body, you're going to miss your celebrity crush? What time is it anyway?
It's 11:10.
That's plenty of time. That gives us 15 minutes to get over there and find our way to the photo area.
Honey, realistically, we just won't get there in time for our group today, and there's nothing wrong with that. She has other photo ops scheduled.
Is that a challenge?
No, it's a fact.
Bet you can get there in time. Bet we can get there in time for our current session. Loser buys lunch.
You never take anything seriously, do you? Fine. Lunch and the cost to book another photo op for one of her other sessions.
Only if we miss this one.
Fade to black. Lights up. A curtain is blocking the photo op area. Patty, with a tissue under her nose, and Robert are waiting in line for their photo op.
Bloody hell, how am I still bleeding?
You've wiped off all your concealer. I told you that would happen.
Bloody hell.
Literally.
No, that would be menstruation. This is just a bloody mess. A category menstruation also fits into... Is my lip swollen?
A little. Under your eyes as well. And the bruising is coming in.
Wicked. It may not be the nicest photo of us, but at least you'll have double the story to tell when you show people this picture.
True. You look like you've been in a fight.
I was. You should see the other guy. Not a bruise on him.
Ah, the light post was a him, was it?
Yes. His name was Chad. A very Chad thing to do, beating a woman's face in.
Patty, can't say stuff like that. What if someone around us is named Chad?
We're at a Star Wars convention. If there is a Chad in our vicinity, they are likely to be the individual who will tell Carrie that they thought of her in the slave bikini when they would...
Okay, Patty, for C-3PO's sake, would you behave? You're worse than a kid.
Next.
Robert and Patty walk behind the curtain.
What happened to you? Nice tits.
Yikes! We got in a fight with a Wookiee. Luckily, the tits survived. My face was the only casualty. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday. Birthday kiss. Mwah!
Oh, my dog. Thank you.
Smile for the camera. Great. Next.
Robert and Patty walk out on the other side of the curtain. The tissue is back under Patty's nose. Robert, in a dreamlike state, is holding a hand to his cheek.
I got a kiss from Princess Leia.
You're never gonna wash your cheek again, are you?
Nope.
That'll make for an interesting shaving situation. Mom will never let you grow a beard, so razor burn or waxing?
Hardy har har.
Well, deal's a deal. We got here in time for our photo op with Carrie, as I predicted. What are you buying me for lunch?
Really?
Yep, I'm starving.
Thanks, kiddo.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Come on, my scruffy-looking nerd herder. Let's get you some food.
And a cold drink. My lip is killing me.
They exit. Lights fade to black. End of play.
Hi everyone, my name is Anthony, and my 10-minute play is titled Absolutely Nothing. It's a comedy drama that follows Lucas, an established sculptor, and James, his stoner apprentice, who are visiting a high-end auction where Lucas's newest statue is up for bids. Moments before the auction begins, Lucas demands that Leo, the auctioneer, remove an invisible sculpture from the catalog. This was inspired by an article I read last summer about Italian artist Salvatore Garau. He had an invisible sculpture that sold at auction for over $22,000 Canadian. And not long after that, another article popped up about a Florida man who was suing Garau, claiming that he stole his idea. So, Absolutely Nothing assesses the value, if any, of invisible art and the opposing views that surround it. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy it.
Lights up on a sculpture of two figures dancing on a pedestal. There is another pedestal across from it which sits empty. Enter Leo, ushering Lucas to the sculpture while James follows not far behind.
And here is the display for Tango Absolute. I'm quite impressed with this piece, Lucas. The curator's told me it's accompanied by a lofty appraisal as well. The auction will begin shortly.
Well, thank you, Leo. I'm flattered, but I don't need a bidding war. My work is meant to satisfy the eyes, not my pockets.
Of course. To amuse and to inspire. The getting rich part is just a bonus.
James notices the empty pedestal and moves toward it.
What's supposed to go here?
Leo leaps to stand behind James. Lucas stays admiring his own sculpture.
Curious. What's your name, young man?
James?
Well, James, it must be an honor to work under the wing of such a remarkable and successful sculptor.
Yeah, sure, dude. If you call finishing a piece every 6 years remarkable.
It was 5 years. And it isn't the time it takes, it's the quality of what's produced.
I'm just wondering, what's the deal here? Did Buddy forget to bring in his sculpture?
You're currently observing Nyx. The work of infamous artist Lumen.
Huh?
It is an invisible sculpture. It's nothingness. He just sold a digital version of the piece as an NFT for nearly $30,000.
No way. $30K? That's pretty sweet.
It's not about the monetary value of the
Sheesh! Chill with the inspirational quotes, old man. $30K is sleeping on a king-size mattress that isn't in a poorly insulated basement of my teacher's house.
I brought down space heaters.
We should hop on this NFT thing. Or invisible stuff. Maybe we could get some lazy boys for the living room. Or a fridge that doesn't leak.
Outrageous. I wouldn't be able to live with myself, denigrating my work to that form. Not to mention the disgrace in this fraudulent expression of invisible art. It makes me question the integrity of this gallery.
Disgrace? Those are heavy words. I would hope that you find trust in our respected team who've put this exhibit together.
I don't know if I would call it an exhibit. Not if you're encouraging this nonsense. Who is this Lumen? He may well have slipped a blank canvas on the wall. That would be closer to art. Where is he anyway? Is he invisible too? I find this insulting. I request that you remove this from the catalog immediately.
I won't remove it. Lumen's work is a deep expression of the nothingness in this world. Despite being invisible to the eye, there is still energy filling the space. I thought an experienced artist like yourself would be able to appreciate that.
Appreciating art requires experience. An experience from our eyes, our ears, our minds, our touch. An interaction between ourselves and the aesthetics of the work. There's no interaction here. It's simply an observation. If you don't remove it, I'd like to pull mine.
Do you guys seriously talk like that? It's kind of annoying.
Lucas and Leo ignore him. James pulls out his phone and takes multiple photos of the invisible sculpture from different angles.
But art requires observation, does it not? It's on display, it's being exhibited, and people are coming here to see it.
Exactly. An invisible sculpture requires exhibition to take form. It must be communicated to the observer that it's there, otherwise it's nothing. People aren't coming here to see it. They're coming here to observe what's been communicated to them. An observation of communication, observing an observation. The only value of an invisible sculpture is in the value of its exhibition. I've seen this before. A fad opportunists profit from every so often. What Lumen created here isn't a piece of art. It's a profile of himself, a name. That's it.
I mean, he's kind of smart if you think about it. Isn't that what you want? A name for yourself? He avoided the whole chiseling away at a rock for years thing and went straight to the consumer. Plus, it's guaranteed that it won't get thrown out by a janitor who mistakes it for garbage. This whole nothingness thing sounds pretty cool if you ask me.
My work requires time, precision, patience, and extreme concentration. I create things that exist, things that are true. And that's where the beauty comes from, the truth. Now, watch this.
Lucas knocks on his sculpture with his fist, peers at Leo and James to gauge their reactions.
And now?
Lucas crosses to the empty pedestal and repeats the same knocking motion. Lucas swipes his arm over the pedestal and minds an object falling off of it. He winces as if something shatters to the floor.
Oh no, what have I done? The acclaimed Nyx has been ruined. All the days and all the nights Lumen spent slaving away to create this piece have gone to waste.
To be honest, I find it a little bit sad. Watching you here attempt to make a mockery of this place. This gallery is one of the most respected in the country. A place where a man fumbling at the end of his career should be grateful he gets to be a part of. Why do you squirm at the idea of something new? Is it because you don't understand? Or does the nothingness of the sculpture remind you of the emptiness in your life? Miserable and barren, propped up by dated opinions and an apprentice that doesn't respect you.
Whoa. Let's not start hurting each other's feelings now, okay? I respect you.
A sheepish thought pattern you mirror from the ingenuine artists whose coattails you ride on. Is your personality based on anything you've thought of by yourself? Or are you waiting for the next spoonful of contemporary thought? Behind your vapid glare, there's an unsubstantiated confidence that wants to be known just for the sake of being known.
Why don't we let the people decide? If your piece is knocked down at a higher price than Lumen's Nyx, then I will leave my position here at the gallery. If Nyx goes higher, then you can never set foot in this place again.
Deal.
Perfect. Now excuse me, the auction is about to begin.
Leo crosses to one side, Lucas and James to the other. James is scrolling on his phone.
That guy turned out to be a real dick.
We come into this world from it kicking, screaming, crying, starving. Our first instinct is to find something to latch onto, to pull us away from it.
From what?
From nothing. We find happiness in beauty. Beauty in the songs we sing, the pictures we draw, the books we read. Why would I admire something that serves to remind me of the nothingness from where I came from?
Well, the people dig it.
Huh?
I shared some pics of the invisible guy's thing. It's getting a lot of traction. Look.
What?
I shared some pics of the invisible guy's thing, and it's getting a lot of traction. Fire emoji, 100%. Crying eyes, fire emoji.
No, James, you can't take pictures at a gallery. That's a copyright violation.
Why do you care? You won't even call it art.
Leo walks down to center stage and faces the audience.
Good evening, everyone. We will be taking the bid increments of a minimum of 2,000, and all works are auctioned as is. The first lot from our catalog is Nick's from our consignor, Lumen. This sculpture is to be displayed at a distance of 6 feet from the observer at a downward angle of approximately 49 degrees. It is a representation of the nothingness from which we come. That is, the antithesis of what we become. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin the bidding at 2,000. Do I have 2,000? 2,000. Do I see 4,000? 4,000 against you. Do I see 6,000.
You know what? I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
6,000. Do I have an 8,000 gentleman's bid?
This is insane.
10,000 back to you. Oh, 12,000. 14 against you. Is there a 16? 16,000. Any further? Is there an 18? Last chance. And sold to you for 16,000. Moving on to lot number 2, we have Tango Absolute. Starting bid at 2,000. Is there a 4? A 4. And 6 back to you. 8, 10 against you. 12, 14, 16 against you. 18, 20. Are you sure you want 20? 22. Any further? Last chance? 22? And knocked down at 22.
Yes! James, I did it. I won.
I know. I started a bidding war.
You what?
I made sure your sculpture sold for more.
I know what a bidding war is. Why, though?
So do you have any spiteful words for me before I go?
No, nothing.
Lights fade. End of play.
Hello everybody, my name is Abdul. I'm the writer of the Absurdity Ghost play. The play is about the coup happened in Sudan few months back. The main character, the general, who's the real person who did the coup in Sudan, is how he follows his daily life after that's happened, and how is he mentally and emotionally dealing with killing the protesters. Also, it has the prime minister, who's a corrupted politician who lied to the public, who are mad about killing their kids and their sons. It's a very the ghosts represent the died merits, their souls, and how they hunt him back through his daily and his sleeping and his loneliness to drive him to going crazy. Thank you.
Lights up on Hasiba. She is sitting in front of a shrouded corpse, crying and slapping her cheeks. Military choir music plays loudly. Balul enters in full military uniform, strutting, followed by Abdul Salam in a suit and tie, carrying a file.
My cheeks turn red with shame when I admit that everything you said turned out to be right.
This country was slowly crawling towards the grave. Thus we shook off the dust of neutrality, and we resolved to bear the heavy burden of the reins of government to avoid a future catastrophe in Sudan. Tell me, who is more worthy and more deserving to run the country during this devastating crisis than me?
No matter how much I look and search, no one crosses my mind as a protector of the revolution's goals except you, Your Excellency. I believe from the bottom of my heart, after what happened in the past 2 years, that the path to freedom, democracy, and civilian government that the people dream about will only happen through a military coup.
Oh, Abdal-Salam, I have quit all the pleasures that the senses provide, and I will not find happiness until I see our dear country safe and the people live the affluence of life.
What noble intentions you have. Thank you, Your Highness.
Hasiba's wailing and groaning rises. Abdus-Salam asks for permission from Bahul and heads towards her. She points her finger at Bahul.
The criminal! Abominable criminal! The hideous criminal who killed my daughter!
Be quiet, woman. The arc of fate was taut, and your daughter was in the way of the arrow. I'm not denying your right to cry and lament, but that's not the best way to get justice. We have formed an independent committee to investigate all the cases of the killing of peaceful protesters, and I pledge it with my life that justice will find its way sooner or later. Come, chant with me. Chant with me and with all your helplessness and naivety. The people want the martyr's retribution.
The people want the martyr's retribution.
With more anger, O pure mother. Aren't you in great pain over the death of your daughter?
The people want the martyr's retribution.
Excellent, excellent.
The people want the martyr's retribution.
Now, would you take the body and move away from the highway a little bit so it does not obstruct the pedestrians using the road?
Hasiba carries the body and leaves while Abdus-Salam returns to Balul.
What is going on?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing doesn't need to hide itself. Tell me what's going on.
A miserable woman whose daughter was killed during the protests following the coup.
You were right. It's nothing.
Scene 2. Lights up on Balul in his bed. He rolls over before waking up, frightened, gasping for breath. He pours a glass of wine, but as soon as he takes a sip from the cup, he spits it in panic. He looks at the red cup, smells it.
Blood.
There is a sound of movement from under the table. He shivers in fright and points his gun.
Who's there? Get out and fight me, bastard. I was expecting an assassination attempt, but not this fast. Come out, you son of a bitch, and tell me about the cowardly traitor who sent you to kill me.
Shahad comes out from under the table. She wears a white dress. All her body is painted white. Her hair is white, and her eyes are white. He is shivering from head to toe. He fires 3 shots in Shahad's chest. She smiles.
Oh, my blood is shedding. Oh, my blood is shedding. Help me, people. A murder. A soldier shooting a young girl. Help. Is there someone who can help?
You savage creature that nature disavows. I seek refuge in Allah from you, whether you are a human or a demon.
It got dark and no one believed in God anymore.
Oh, foul kite. Oh, wretched devil. Woe to those who disbelieve in God. Oh, ghost of a jinx who wants to rip my heart out of its place. How awful you are.
Would you like to see me peel my face with my nails?
I swear on life and death that I am ashamed that you have shaken my manhood in this way. Do you not know that I have retinue consisting of the elite and the most valiant men who are acquainted with all the small and great things that occur in the country? And no harm will happen to me. If a snake planted its fangs in my arms, nothing will happen to me, even if lightning strikes me.
But do they know that after the plague, rebellion, death, and chaos came, the mood became fiery? The dark sky stores the colors of revenge in the flash of lightning that strikes the eyes with blindness. The wind, in its fierce gusting and deafening rage, bombards without direction. The rotten vapors that rises from the bush are spoiled by pride,
filled with anger and recklessness. And the souls that believe in death more than life are not hurt by the nails stuck in their bodies. Human is small and helpless, but he stands in front of the storm only because he does not care. Do you see this blood that you spit? I thirst for it. Even if it's poison and mixed with pus and boils.
She holds the bottle and drinks it until blood runs from her mouth.
We know that to the gods we are like flies to kids. They kill us for fun. But our heads are stubborn and hard as marbles. Look.
Shahad begins to bang her head against the table in a repetitive manner. There is a terrifying sound as Bahul is contemplating her full of fear.
I beg you, stop. I beg you not to drive me crazy. Please, don't drive me crazy. Let me keep my mind. I don't want to go crazy.
Scene 3. Lights up on Abdusalam standing in front of a blazing fire with corpses burning in their shrouds. In the back, Hasiba sits next to her daughter's body.
Blow winds and crack your cheeks. Rage, blow, spit the flames of burning sulfur on these young bodies with ingrate souls. Oh, how awful. Souls enamored with the impossible strike terror into creatures that recede in caves of subservience. Human nature cannot tolerate such honesty. Oh, you stony-headed person, I feel sorry for you. If you exceed 20 years, you would have seen human truth behind that veil of hypocrisy, the hidden crimes among the veils of virtue. And then you will realize that nothing in this life is worth dying for. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. There's a corpse missing.
He wanders around, turns right, left, sees Hasiba and goes to her.
Mother of the martyr, did you lose your mind? The presidential decision is clear and does not accept complacency. All martyrs' bodies must be cremated.
No! 1,000 times no!
My noble lady, it is your chance, your cause alone that I seek to win. Oh, how I pity your sadness and tears of pain. But the motive in this decision is not revenge or abuse, but love. The pure love of this country.
I bear witness, the Almighty. I am in the middle of my greatest torment and misfortune, and in this impudent man commands me to burn the corpse of my daughter like the Hindus.
I ask forgiveness of God, my mother. If I could give my life to bring your daughter back to life, I would do so. But that is God's decree and destiny. Excuse me for this proverb, but what is the harm in flaying a sheep after it has been slaughtered?
You want me to throw my daughter into a pit to be burnt and ironed with fire? Stop talking and let me grieve and weep for my daughter before she is buried under the earth.
Woman, be patient and calm your mind. Burning the bodies of the martyrs is the only way for us to get the freedom and democracy they died for. It is one of the conditions of the World Bank for sanctions to be lifted from us. My honorable lady, the Independent Commission of Inquiry continues its hard work with diligence and integrity. Soon justice will be achieved, and we will see the killers in the gallows and the cells. But we must support them with peaceful protests and sky-high chants. Come, chant with all the anger, pain, and suffering.
The people want the martyr's retribution.
The people want the martyr's retribution. The people want the martyr's
together.
retribution.
Then Abbas Salam sneaks in while Hasiba continues chanting and picks up the corpse and throws it in the fire. He watches it burn as the lights fade. Scene 4. Balhul sitting at the table, sipping coffee, reading a newspaper, with relief on his face. Enter Abdul Salam.
A calamity. A terrible calamity has befallen us.
What bad luck this morning. More demonstrations and deaths,
No,
right?
no, Your Excellency. The air is polluted with blinding germs.
What do you mean? Are you crazy?
An infection, sir. It spreads in the air and affects only the soldiers. The soldiers are screaming in the streets, and the barracks have turned into a hotbed of deranged blind people.
You are lying. What you say is a fantasy and an anomaly.
I swear with my life that this is what is happening now. And if I were not afraid that you would be afflicted with infection, I would have told you to go out and see with your own eyes.
God, Allah, it's ghosts. Let the sky fall on us and the world, and I told you it was true.
Yes, yes, Your Excellency. The strange thing is that the blindness began with the soldiers who burnt the bodies of the martyrs. They were talking about the ashes that got stuck in their eyes, and they could not stop scratching their swollen sockets until they bled black. I was with them, and nothing happened to me. The infection affects the soldiers only. It's more terrible than it can be described, sir.
What a terrible situation. What a terrible situation. May God protect us all.
Mr. President, by permission, I have to go immediately to meet the Minister of Health.
It's a ghost conspiracy. Hurry back. I'm counting on you to save the situation.
Abdul Salam leaves and Balhul starts to look around suspiciously. He stands up and stays quiet for a moment. Then with a sudden move, he raises the table cover to look under it.
You are the one who brought this affliction, you damned one. Do you hate me because you're languishing in sorrow, injustice, and death? Wait a minute. Shut up. What are you saying? Abdul Salam transmitted the infection to me. I found it. I found it.
He starts to undress, stays in his underwear.
Who am I? I'm not a general. I'm not a soldier. I'm a normal person, nothing more. The infectious dog won't bite me as long as I'm stripped naked. Where am I? Is this beautiful daylight? I must have been very deceived. If I saw another human being like me, I would weep pity for him. I don't know what to say. I can't swear that these hands, my hands, used to carry guns. What do these hands do? Are you making fun of me? Yes, I'm a senile old fool, and I'm afraid I'm not in my best mindset at this moment. I don't know who I am. I don't know this place. I don't remember the time, but I know you're all around me, though I don't see you. Stop laughing, I beg you. Stop laughing. The sound of your giggle burns my ears like molten lead. If I had poison, I'd take it so we could die together. No, we will not die together. We will sing together and live alone in this prison, safe from infection. Sing like birds in a cage. We will remain inside the walls of this house while everything changes outside. I finally found you, my daughter, and no one will separate us anymore. Come, my daughter. Time will eat our skin and flesh before we get out of here. We'll see them all die of infection before they get us. Come, my love. Come!
Fade to black. End of play.
Hi, I'm Shireen, and I wrote the 10-minute short story, Expecting. It's about a couple getting into a heated argument about their future together regarding children, and when they realize they both have different plans, they're put into a position where they need to figure out where to go next. I don't normally focus on romance. The most romance I've ever written was barely a subplot, so for this exercise I decided to finally write a full romance script. The idea came to me when I was thinking about, the expectation for women to become mothers and how it's easy for men to say they want kids when they're not really expected to raise the kids in the first place. So I hope you enjoy my script.
Lights up on the stage as Arabella and Milo are arriving home. They remove their jackets and footwear, not making eye contact with each other. Milo drops his keys in a bowl. Arabella heads toward the bedroom.
I'm heading off to bed.
No, you aren't.
Not really up for you to decide.
It doesn't matter. We need to talk.
What is it?
What's up with the stunt you pulled, huh? You ever heard of manners?
I don't know. Has your mom ever heard of boundaries? Not my fault she wasn't happy with my answers.
So that made it okay for you to snap at her? I mean, we were having a good time.
Yeah, that was before your mom decided to pester me about having kids.
Oh, what? So now she can't ask questions?
Not ask, Milo. Pester. She was pestering me. You've been together for 4 years, Arabella. When am I going to get some grandchildren? Are you sure? You'd make such a beautiful mother, Arabella. What do you mean you don't see the appeal in changing diapers? You're a walking uterus, Arabella. Get to
Okay,
it.
that's enough.
No. I'm not done.
Yes, you are. You don't get to talk to or about my mother that way.
Mama's boy.
Defending my mom doesn't make me a mama's boy.
Defending her when she crossed a line does. I tried being polite, but she kept pushing my buttons. You can only blame me for so much.
So what if she's curious? I mean, we haven't even properly talked about this together. Yet, I mean, you always dodge the topic. You're busy, you're tired, you're not in the mood, you're not sure yet. I mean, you can't run away from this conversation forever. Is the idea of maybe having kids really that bad?
Yes. I'm going to bed now. It's late.
No. Just sit.
I'm not a dog.
I never said you were. Sit down. I don't want to fight.
I don't want kids.
Okay. Have you actually thought the whole thing through?
You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever heard anyone ask that question to people who do want kids. Why am I the bad guy for wanting to keep doing what I've been doing all my life?
You didn't answer my question.
I think I very much did. Now you answer it.
What?
Have you thought the whole thing through, Milo? Are you ready to clean up after someone that'll depend on us to survive? Or wake up at 2 in the morning because the baby's crying and you don't even know why? Are you going to change its diapers not because I can't, but because you understand that's your job just as much as it is mine? You gonna memorize every little thing about this kid? Blood type, allergies, birthday, friends' names, favorite color, favorite animal, favorite anything? Are you patient enough to deal with the tantrums and the teen angst? Because I know you can barely wait during a commercial break. What if the kid doesn't match up to your expectations? What lessons are you going to teach them to prepare for life? Do you want kids because you think you're qualified or because your mom wants grandchildren? Have you thought any of this through?
Of course I have.
Great. So have I.
Did something happen to you that you haven't already told me about?
Excuse me?
Look, to make you not want kids. Did I miss something?
Oh yeah. A kid killed my entire village, and now I've sworn to never trust anyone under the age of 18. Is that what you wanted to hear? I need to be qualified for a childless future now.
I've seen you with kids, Arabella. You're good with them, and they like you. Look, I seriously can't believe that you wouldn't want them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to spit on the next kid to prove you wrong. I'm not a monster, Milo.
I never said you were. I'm just saying that you could be happy if you gave the whole thing a chance.
The only time I was ever excited to be a mom was when I was 5 and my mom shoved a baby doll in my hands. You know what makes me happy now? My job. That's my baby. The only differences is that I get paid and not puked on. It's stressful, it's a pain, and it keeps me up at night, but I love it regardless. And if I ever get tired of it, I can leave it all behind if I play my cards right. I won't hurt its feelings, and I'll find something else that'll make me happy.
Look, I never said you'd have to stop working. I know I don't plan on leaving my job. It'll be a lot, but it'll be worth it. If we can make compromises in our relationship, then we can do the same when taking care of our kids. I mean, you don't like the idea of a mini you or a mini me running around?
You make it sound like having a baby is the same as getting a dog. Please, Milo, tell me what makes me qualified for the job. Because I could have all the requirements for motherhood, and I'd still be bad at it because I never wanted a kid in the first place.
Well, you could always change your mind. Mothers get protective once the baby's born. You could be like that too. You said you were happy playing mom as a kid. You could still feel that way now if you tried.
Could, Milo, I could. Is that something you want to risk? You make it sound like bad moms don't exist, and I promise you I will be one. And do you really think taking care of a toy my mom gave me when I was like 5 makes me qualified? I dropped that thing more times than I could count. You make me out to be the selfish
You're
one.
not.
But me not bringing someone I don't want into this world because I won't give it the life it deserves is as selfless as I could get. I don't care how cute they are. Do you want a baby or do you want to raise a person?
I want to raise a person, Arabella. And I want to raise them with you.
That makes one of us.
Just hear me out. All those questions you've asked before, I've thought them through. Sure, maybe my mom did play a big part in my decision making, but after being with you for this long, I know I want kids. No matter how they end up, as long as they don't hurt anyone, I'll always be proud of them. I'm gonna make sure to be part of their life and do whatever I can to help them grow, because that would be my job. I never said being a parent would be easy. I know it'll be tough, and I'm scared too, but I'm also saying that, well, you and I are strong enough for it.
So this is your mom's doing.
Arabella, come on.
How many times do I have to repeat myself, Milo? There's no credit to give. I'm not patient enough for this. I'm still learning how to live life at my age. You want me to be responsible for someone else's life? How's that fair? And who's to say you're still not doing this for your mom? Why do you care more about some hypothetical kid than someone you've been with for years now?
Look, I'm trying to tell you that you're capable. That we are capable.
Not for this.
Then what? What have we been doing this whole time?
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
Look, Arabella, I'm sorry.
I'm sleeping on the couch.
I didn't mean it that way, Arabella, please, just...
Arabella starts putting her shoes back on and getting her jacket out of the closet.
What are you doing?
I never said this couch.
It's late. Look, let's just both go to bed.
Sophia should still be up. I can crash at her place.
Milo approaches Arabella. He tries to stop her from putting on her jacket.
Look, you're tired. Let's just...
That's what I've been saying this whole time, and you wouldn't just drop it or save it for tomorrow. I'm going to stay there for as long as she'll allow me or I see fit. In the meantime, you can sit there and ask yourself if you want a kid more than you want me.
She grabs her keys.
I don't want to make that choice.
It sounds to me like you already have.
Exit Arabella. Milo is left staring at her retreating figure. Lights fade to black. End of play.
Hello, my name is Alex Fortin, and I am the writer of Homesick. It is a 10-minute drama about a young writer who moved to a new town and is experiencing a lack of motivation and just having a hard time dealing with his first project. I have spent the last 10 years of my life writing and performing stand-up comedy, so this venture into dramatized stage play is pretty new and exciting for me. The play itself is sort of about me writing this play. It's a young writer who moves away from home and is having trouble, getting inspiration for a project. And so I went through my day-to-day life and sort of interacted with the memories of the people that meant most as I went through my day, and that inspired me to write this story. So I had a lot of fun writing it. I learned a lot about myself and my writing process and my abilities as a writer. So I hope you take a little bit away from that, and I hope it doesn't suck. Enjoy.
Spotlight on Daniel Bouchard, standing in a bare space at a small stove where he is cooking breakfast. Favorite hip-hop sounds play loudly. Enter Sasha. Sasha hugs Daniel. Hardcore hip-hop slowly transitions to smooth R&B as the lights come up and reveal a beautiful, spacious dining room.
Hey, good morning, beautiful. It's good to see you.
Smells good. Thanks for cooking breakfast, handsome.
It's just turkey bacon, eggs, and avocado toast. Same as always.
My favorite. How'd you know?
Oh, I think I know a thing or two about you, lady. I could probably make a list as long as my arm of things you like.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I do. And I can make a list of all the things you hate, which would be at least as twice as long.
Oh, yeah? Like what, smartass?
Like overcooked egg yolks.
Daniel brings over the plates to the table and serves breakfast.
Bon appetit.
Big plans in the new city today?
Nothing too exciting. I don't start work for a few days, so I'm just gonna loiter around town. And I have to write. I haven't been able to write since I got here. Maybe I'll meet a cute girl who likes turkey bacon and runny egg yolks.
You better. I'm taken.
I know you are.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Daniel returns to the stove. Fade. Daniel stares out into the audience, near tears. Scene 2. Spotlight on Daniel. He's exercising on a yoga mat. Water bottle nearby. Favorite hip-hop songs are playing as he exercises. Enter Jermaine. Jermaine walks up, slaps Daniel's elevated feet. The pair do a secret handshake. The hip-hop music transitions to top 40. Lights up to reveal a spacious gym.
Yo, you're looking jacked, my guy. Not skipping leg day either, I see. Ooh-wee!
Just trying to be like you, King. Just trying to be like you.
As if. What are you on? You been juicing? Who's your guy? I want to look like that.
As if. All natural. You're as cheese, cuz. I can outlift you now.
Oh, yeah? What are you benching these days?
225, Daddy. Come get some.
All right. You got a bit of a bun in the oven there, though, don't you? Might want to think about mixing a run-in or two.
Cardio is for the weak.
Seriously, though, man. How you been? How's the married life? You get her pregnant yet?
It's been good, man. It's been good. Not yet. I still got some living to do, but the pressure's on.
You better wait till I get home. Those kids need an uncle to show them how to be cool.
You better hurry up and get home then.
As soon as I'm famous, man. As soon as I'm famous. I do still owe you that Lamborghini.
You sure do. A promise is a promise. Don't worry. I know you'll make it happen.
Yeah, if I can ever come up with a show. I can't write out here.
You'll adapt. Oh, sorry.
Daniel and Jermaine do their secret handshake.
You'll adapt. You always do. Just write about me. I'm interesting. Miss you, brother.
Miss you too.
Exit Jermaine. Lights fade. Daniel sits, near tears. Scene 3. Spotlight on Daniel, who is sitting staring blankly at a bright laptop screen. He rubs his eyes, holds his head in his hands in frustration. Enters Sasha. She is pregnant.
Mind if I join you?
No, of course not. Please.
So, how about the girl who likes runny yolks? Find her yet?
Not yet. I've been too busy writing.
Oh, exciting. What are you writing?
Sorry, I've been busy trying to write. I can't come up with anything. What about you? Looks like the yolk's getting a little hard in there.
Yeah. Bought a house, too.
I saw that. Instagram. He treats you all right? Does it feel like champagne and sunshine on yachts in Italy, just like you thought it would?
It's better.
I'm happy for you. Maybe Mr. Perfect has some ideas I can submit to the studio. I start work Monday, and I've got nothing.
Why don't you try writing about the girl who likes turkey bacon and runny yolks?
You know, it's not half a bad idea.
Exit Sasha. Lights fade, leaving Daniel alone again. Near tears. Scene 4. Spotlight on Daniel, who is sitting on a bar stool, a beer on the table nearby. Daniel is chalking the end of a pool cue. Enters Serge. Serge looks like he took a time machine right from the 1980s, walks up and carefully unpacks a pool cue. The space behind them lights up to reveal a spacious bar and a pool table. Serge reveals 2 shot glasses. The 2 men play pool throughout the conversation.
Salut, mon ami, hein? You look like you could use a partner, huh? How about $10 bet, huh?
I don't know if I'm much of a betting man.
Ah, come on. Look at it like this. Huh? I already bought you the shot, huh? So even if you lose, you're just paying me back, huh? C'est seulement $10.
Okay, fine. Oui.
Okay. Go ahead. You break.
Nothing. Your turn.
Ah, I missed 2. This is already better than the last time I played pool.
Oh, yeah? What happened last time?
Well, the last guy I played with, he threw me right out the window. The glass, how you say it, piece of glass, it sliced me right here, right down the side. So, you know what I did?
What'd you do? Your shot, by the way.
I came right back in, huh? I walked right up to him. I look him right in the eye, huh? Then I look at this petit chum and I say to him, you better call an ambulance, huh? Then I turn back and I let him have it. Clack! Right dans les chiclettes, huh? So, he's bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. Everybody is freaking out, right? So they call the ambulance. He's taken to the hospital. I leave with my friends, but I'm still bleeding. I pass out on the back seat of the car, so they take me, huh? And guess what? Christ, if he wasn't there at the same hospital. So, he gets stitched up, I get stitched up, and guess what? We head back to the pool table, huh? We head back, have another beer. We're still friends to this day, huh? Oh, look, just the 8th ball left, huh? Ha ha.
Wow. Good game.
Daniel hands Serge a $10 bill.
Barkeep, 2 more shots, please, huh? Double or nothing?
I really should get going. I've got some work to catch up on. I think I just had an idea for a script.
Okay, well, don't be a stranger, huh? Give me a call. Anytime.
Will do.
Serge exits. Daniel returns to his bar stool. He is sad, near tears. Scene 5, lights up. Daniel sits at a small rickety chair. Next to him a typewriter sits on his desk in a well-furnished room. He's holding a phone to his ear. Sound of ringing. Phone is picked up at the other end.
Hello, my son, how are you?
Hey, Dad. How's it going, man? I miss you.
I miss you too, huh? How is the big writing job in the big city?
Well, I don't start for a few days. I think I have an idea, though. I was thinking about you today. I played around a pool, and it was almost like you were there. I was just thinking about Sasha and Jermaine, too.
Pool, I haven't played pool in years. You know, one time when I was young, guy threw me right out the window at the pool hall. The glass hit how you say it, a piece of glass, sliced me right down the side. So, you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I came back. I walked right up to him, I look him right in the eye. I look him right in the eye and clack! Right dans les chiclettes, huh? He's bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. Everybody is freaking out. So they call an ambulance. He goes to the hospital. I leave with my friends. I pass out in the back seat of the car, huh? So they take me, and guess what? Christ, if he wasn't there at the same damn hospital. He gets stitched up, I get stitched up, and guess what? Guess what happens, huh? We head back to the pool hall and have another beer. We're still friends to this day. Anyways, my son, I have to go, huh? Don't be a stranger. Call any time.
Will do.
Phone clicks off. Spotlight on Daniel alone with his typewriter. Daniel begins typing enthusiastically. He is smiling widely. Fade to black. End of play.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Waters and I am the writer of Blood Ties. Blood Ties tells the story of two estranged sisters reuniting after the unexpected death of their abusive father. The reunion forces the two to contend with issues of their shared past and questions of their separate futures through a tense altercation. I hope you enjoy!
Lights up in a living room, the picture of Midwestern Americana. Every detail of the room is kept neat and clean. The body of a middle-aged man is lying across the floor. Blood pools beneath him, staining the carpet. Rebecca enters, throws her coat over the chair. Approaching the corpse, she studies it quietly for a moment before kicking it harshly in the abdomen.
Definitely dead.
She takes one look at the body before haphazardly stepping over it, landing her foot in the pool of blood. Realizing what she's done, she looks down at her boot and sighs in annoyance.
Great.
She wipes the blood off her boot onto the carpet.
Nellie? Eleanor, it's me.
Eleanor stumbles into the room, bloody knife in hand. Blood splatters, stain her clothes and hands. She freezes, her gaze fixed on something far away. Hesitates for a moment before crossing the floor, once again stepping over the body and the blood. Rebecca approaches Eleanor cautiously, gently takes the blade out of her hand and tosses it across the room. Eleanor finally looks at her sister. Rebecca pulls her into a tight hug.
You did it.
Eleanor nods softly, rubbing her bloody hands along Rebecca.
I need to go change.
We should call the cops.
Already did.
When?
Just before you showed up.
And they're not here yet?
Their budget got slashed months ago. Dispatch has been slow ever since. Some people think they're doing it on purpose to protest, but besides, it's not like they're going to do anything now.
What did you tell them?
Just what happened.
Did you tell them it was self-defense?
They already
Did you tell them about his past and about the drinking and the...
They already knew. It's not like he was particularly good at hiding it.
Good. That's good. My friend in New York, he's a lawyer. He said that's important. He said you should establish self-defense and then shut up and let your lawyer handle the rest. He's really smart. Went to Harvard and everything.
Is that where you're living now?
Sometimes. Frank's family is from there. He wants us to move back full-time, but who knows? It's just so busy and not really my speed.
Who's Frank?
Oh, yeah.
She slaps her head in jovial frustration and reveals a large ring.
My fiancé.
Congratulations.
Thank you. He makes me so happy. He really does.
Eleanor nods before kneeling down to study the body.
It's so weird. Even now, he looks pissed off.
Probably is. Whatever pit of hell he's burning in now, I'm sure he's not too pleased you're the one who put him there.
I need a drink.
Eleanor produces vodka.
Still using my old hiding spots?
Only the places that work. I swear to God, that man can sniff out booze like he was a bloodhound.
2 asshole fathers being murdered.
So, what's he like?
Who?
Your fiancé.
He's the best. He's funny and charming. Comes from a really great family.
That doesn't surprise me.
What do you mean?
Well, you always did seem to have a knife for the best, even if it was the best of this dump.
What can I say? I have exceptional taste.
You ran the gauntlet of the finest Caper Town had to offer.
I did not.
Do you remember Bernie Benders? Had a car?
Fender Bender?
That's the one.
Yeah, yes, I took him to prom.
No, you had him drive you to prom, where you promptly ditched him and spent the entire night with Brad Feigelman.
I forgot about that. Does he still live here?
Sure does.
What's he doing now?
He's working down at the station.
And now I see why the police take so fucking long.
You know, I had the biggest crush on him.
No way. Did you tell him?
No. I don't think he ever got over you breaking his heart.
I didn't break his heart.
He still hasn't dated anyone else since. You should have seen his face when I told him you were coming back into town. It was like he saw a ghost.
Well, maybe you can tell him how you feel at the station. It's strange. It's like I know that time has passed, but when I was driving through town, I could barely tell. Even the people, it feels like nothing has changed since I left.
Well, some things have changed.
Look, I'm sorry I wasn't there with Mom and everything.
Are you?
Of course, I never thought...
You didn't even call.
Neither did you.
If I had, would you have answered? I told you she needed help. She needed someone to stay.
And I told you Mom wouldn't have wanted us staying in this hellhole for her.
You abandoned her.
It's not like I could have changed anything if I was here.
She asked for you. Towards the end, she was barely lucid. She could hardly speak, but she still managed to ask where you were. And I didn't know what to tell her.
I'm not going to apologize for living my life, for not trapping myself in this town with him. You don't know what he was like.
I'm the only one who knows what he was like, and you left me alone with him. You didn't even tell me you were leaving. I just woke up one morning to you gone. No note, no apology, nothing.
I'm sorry. I wasn't willing to give up my only chance at actually having a life for you.
You just stole mine to do it.
You could have left too. After Mom died, there was nothing holding you here.
And where was I supposed to go? I had no money, no boyfriend to sleep with who could pay for me.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe you said that.
Because it's true.
You don't know my life.
No, but I know you.
This is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. You always just been so jealous of me.
Of course I'm jealous of you.
Your jealousy doesn't make me a bad person.
They are interrupted by the sound of a siren. The room is bathed in red and blue light.
And I'm not a bad person for wanting what you have.
I'm sorry.
I am too.
Pounding on the door. Neither Rebecca nor Eleanor move. The police burst in, led by Officer Benders.
Rebecca Thomas? Rebecca Thomas, you are under arrest for the murder of Brian Thomas.
He handcuffs Rebecca as Eleanor looks on.
What? No, you have the wrong person. I didn't...
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
I didn't kill anyone. She did.
Understand the rights I have just read to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Hey, now, you did the right thing calling us.
Thanks, Barney.
Billy, please tell them what happened.
She stabbed him. He was trying to kill us both. I was barely able to react before she grabbed my kitchen knife.
She walks over to where Rebecca had dropped the knife. Officer Bender nods along to her story in apparent agreement.
We'll have you come down to the station later to give a proper statement. In the meantime, we're going to need to get CSI in here, so I'll have to ask you to vacate the premises.
That won't be a problem. I've been waiting a long time to get out of here.
He tips his cap to her before dragging Rebecca away. They exit. Eleanor takes one look back at the room and smiles before exiting. Lights out. End of play.
So when I started thinking about my 10-minute play, I knew I wanted to write something that was kind of fun. And that got me thinking about 12-year-old me, because 12-year-old me was silly and goofy. And then I remembered when I was 12, my ultimate dream was to grow up and marry Joe McIntyre from the New Kids on the Block. Now, for those of you who might not know, New Kids on the Block are a boy band that hit peak popularity in the mid-1990s. So I took that idea and I just kind of ran with it. My name is Nicole James Burgraff, and this is my 10-minute play, I'll Be Loving You, parentheses, forever.
Lights up on Heather as she naps on a couch.
Home.
Joey enters from stage left carrying a bag of groceries. He crouches down beside Heather and gently wakes her.
Heather, darling, I'm home. I grabbed the groceries that were on the list. Time to get up. We have just enough time to have a quick snack before the game.
Oh my God. Joey McIntyre? You're Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. The multi-platinum selling Grammy-nominated stadium seat-filling New Kids on the Block. The greatest boy band of all time.
Don't tell Timberlake that. You're hilarious. That's why I married you.
Sure, I married you. Joey McIntyre. Joey McIntyre is my husband. Okay, whatever you say, Joey McIntyre.
Stop calling me by my full name, Heather McIntyre. It's weird, Heather McIntyre. Now, what can I get you for a snack, Heather McIntyre?
Heather extends her left arm and realizes she's wearing a large diamond engagement ring and matching wedding band.
Damn!
Heather, I think you had too much to drink when you were out with your friends last night.
Oh my God, my friends! I gotta text them and tell them I'm married to Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
They were at the wedding.
My friends were at the wedding? Wait, were your friends at the wedding?
Of course, babe. Did you hit your head or something? I'm starting to get worried.
And when you say friends, would those friends include, I don't know, bandmates?
Yeah, the guys were there. Jordan even sang I'll Be Loving You at the ceremony.
Okay, Joe, I gotta stop you there. Now you should know the full title of that song is I'll Be Loving You Forever.
I stand corrected. I'll be loving you forever, okay? Now, let's put a pin on this fun little prank you're playing, and let's start to get ready for the baseball game.
So hold up. You're serious. We are legit married. Like, I married my favorite member of my favorite band of all time? The band I've loved since I was 12 years old?
You're the wildest girl I've ever met. Now, come on, the gag's over. Oh, did you call the guy about the water heater?
Water heater? No.
Heather, you said you would take care of it.
Why are we talking about water heaters when we could be talking about the New Kids 1990 Magic Summer Tour? Or the time you guys were on Oprah? Ooh, let's talk about when you met Bon Jovi and Milli Vanilli for the best band at the 1990 American Music Awards.
So, no water heater guy.
Water heater. Seriously, Joey, who wants to talk about real world shit?
Heather, I live in the real world. We live in the real world. This isn't you. Are you sure you're okay? Do you have a fever?
I feel fine. I mean, come on. I'm married to Joey freaking McIntyre. I'm living my childhood dream. Do you know how many New Kids block posters I had in my room? Like 50? No, wait, more like 80. Wait, no, I forgot about the posters on my ceiling. There's like 125 posters. I had 125 posters of you. And now you want me to carry on like I'm married oh, God, forgive me for the pun, a regular Joe?
This is crazy. You're being crazy. Do you hear yourself right now? Sure, New Kids is part of my life, but not my whole life. You and me. My life is us.
Oh my God, that is seriously the sweetest thing anyone has ever said.
And I mean it. You're the...
Joey, you should write that line into a song. Let me get you some paper. Shoot, all we have are Post-it notes. Do you want the yellow ones or the hot pink ones? Stupid question. Sorry, hot pink ones.
Heather, please, I need you to stop with this little groupie game you're playing. I need my wife back, not another fan.
But I am your fan. I've been a fan of you and the New Kids since before I got my period. This isn't a game. I always will be a hardcore New Kids on the Block fan.
But I have thousands of fans. You're my only wife.
So being your wife negates me from being your fan? Well, can't I be both?
Listen, I want you to be my fan because I'm a good partner, not because I'm in New Kids. I'm more than boy band Joey, and you're way more than boy band Joey's wife. I don't know what's going on with you, but can we just go back to being low-key Heather and Joey?
But I can't do that. I've been a New Kids on the Block fan for much longer than I've been your wife. When I was a kid, I had your dolls, your trading cards, your bed sheets. Joey, when I was 12, I would get into bed and lay on your face.
Don't ever say that again.
Look, New Kids were a huge part of my life when I was a kid. And it's important to me to hold on to that giddy adolescent excitement I had for you and the guys.
And that's how I feel with you, giddy and excited.
And I want to feel that too. But if I have to stifle myself when it comes to the New Kids, I don't know if I can be your wife.
This is crazy, Heather. This whole conversation is crazy. Look, let me get you a snack. I brought you your favorite, bologna Lunchables. I know you love a good Lunchable. Look, have a bite of something to eat. Change into your Red Sox jersey, and we'll head out to the baseball game. We'll have a few beers, yell at the misguided Yankee fans. It'll be fun. Just me and you, some solid Heather Joey time.
Okay, I'll try. Did you want the Kit Kat bar that comes with my Lunchable?
Always. I'll always take any sugar you want to give me.
I'm about to kiss Joey McIntyre.
Heather!
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. We were about to kiss, and you're Joey.
Heather!
Oh, I totally killed the mood, didn't I?
100%. But you're forgiven. We both know this kiss would have led us to being tragically late for the game, and I need to be there on time. Oh, in case you forgot, which, I mean, you probably did, but anyways, the guys and I are singing the national anthem before the first pitch.
Oh my God! The New Kids on the Block are going to be singing the Star Spangled Banner! I'm practically going to a New Kids concert. Oh my God! New Kids on the Block today in person!
Heather, come on, babe. Get a hold of yourself. Remember, you're not a fan. You're my wife.
Joey, I can't not be your fan.
But you're my wife. I have thousands of fans, but I only have one of you. I need you to be my anchor.
I've got too much light in me to be a weight.
What are you saying?
Inside me is still 12-year-old Heather. She's light and happiness and unencumbered exuberance. The little girl whose biggest joy is anything and everything New Kids on the Block. If I become who you want me to be, I douse little Heather. And I need her. I need her spark.
But what about my life? What about our life?
Well, there can't be an our life if I don't have my life. I can find another husband. I can't find another boy band. Look, I'm not asking you to change who you are. And let's face it, you can't change who you are. Millions of people know you. Even if you left the band today, you're always going to be Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
But Heather, I
love you too, Joey. But I choose my boy band because I choose me.
I'll always love you, Heather.
And I'll always love you, Joey. Look for me in the stands at your next show. I'll be the one with the big, sparkly, I love Joey poster.
I'll send you tickets.
No, Joey, don't. Your seats are where the corporate types sit. I need to be with my fellow hardcore blockheads. Look for me in the third bowl.
But wait, what about me?
You're hot and rich, and you have those piercing blue eyes that melts both ice and bra clasps. You'll be fine. Just stick to the Hollywood rule. Half your age plus 7 years. Out there is a lovely 32-year-old who was just an ovum when New Kids on the Block were selling CDs like hotcakes. She'll barely know what a CD is. And probably won't eat hotcakes because, well, carbs, but you'll be okay. I promise.
So that's it? That's the end of Heather and Joey? Please don't go, girl.
Heather leaves Joey's embrace and takes a few steps before turning around to face Joey one last time.
I'll be loving you forever.
Lights fade. End of play. Oh, it's down there somewhere. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. The audio. Okay. Well, yeah.
Hi, my name is Megan Ludzik, and I wrote the 10-minute play A Haunting Melody. I've unexpectedly found myself frequently writing the themes of my plays about change and loss. Surprisingly, I went in without any ideas and ended up writing the entire play in one sitting, the words pouring out naturally. And the irony is that when I got my peers to read it, everyone told me I was the character Marilyn. Our passionate souls, especially when it comes to music, are one. To give you a sneak peek, here's a short synopsis. When a near-car accident triggers his haunting memories, Thomas is forced to face what he fears most, the truth. Even if he tries to avoid it, Marilyn won't let him forget. Having a troubled mind, can Thomas successfully flee from his past actions, or will he come to terms with his mistakes?
Lights up. Car center stage. Its low beam shining. It is night. Behind the car there is a projected background showing the car's rear view mirror. We are moving along a long laneway. Sound of the running engine and tires on a gravel road. Thomas, the driver, is alone in the car. He is distressed, anxiously tapping his fingers on the wheel.
I'm not gonna do it. Nope. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not. It's distracting. Gives me a headache. I said I won't. I'm not putting on music. I'm not. I won't.
Thomas keeps glancing back and forth between the road ahead and the radio in his car.
I won't do it, goddammit. I won't. I don't even like music. It distracts me. It gives me a migraine. You can't make me. You can't.
He stares at the radio for a couple of seconds. When he glances back up to the road, he suddenly jerks the car.
Oh, shit!
Tires screech. Vehicle projection becomes still.
Shit. Fuck. Calm down, Thomas. Calm down.
Merlin appears in the passenger seat.
That was close.
Get out.
Poor Bunny, you probably scared the living hell out of it.
I said get out.
Hey, it's not my fault that you almost killed a bunny.
Leave. Out. Now.
And go where?
Anywhere but here.
You know that's not possible, Tommy.
Ugh.
Besides, you know how much I love a late-night car jam session.
Out. 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 Now.
What have I ever done to you?
So much. You've done so much.
Oh, hush, my favorite song is playing.
What song?
Music in the background.
Geez, maybe you should also check your hearing.
This is not real. This isn't happening.
What's up with you? Have you been drinking?
What? I'm not drunk.
Thomas turns on the ignition. Car lights up.
But you were that night.
He starts driving. The video projector continues.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, wait, no, the best part is coming up.
Stop this, please. Not this again.
You stop it, you big party pooper. I'm trying to have a jam session here.
The music's too loud.
Too loud? Music can never be too loud. It's the only way to appreciate its sound.
She goes to increase the volume.
Merlin, you can't keep listening to music this loud. You'll lose your hearing at the age of 25. Just relax. You can still hear it like this.
There's no point, though. Why listen to it at all if I can't enjoy it? It's like baking a cake and not being able to eat it. Everybody knows that the only acceptable way to appreciate a song is when the rhythm cancels all other sounds.
Look how well that ended last time. I'm not saying it, Merlin. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about you. I don't want to think about that night. It's just music, Merlin.
Just music? These notes aren't just music. These harmonies aren't just music. Listening to a melody so boomingly that the car's windows, mirrors, and body vibrate as though they are chanting along to the lyrics with you isn't just music. Traveling from one galaxy to another when pressing shuffle on a playlist isn't just music. Going from a sunny day at the beach to drowning by the powerful waves with one slip of a violin. Going from a soft, rainy night drive to swaying hips and dizzying thoughts from a party. Going from an evergreen floral field to sitting on a glass throne isn't just music. Because it makes you feel. Music makes you live through its instruments and words, and it places you in these dazzling universes.
Okay. Merlin, you know I don't feel music the same way you do. I never could. I'm fine with just listening to a song like this.
That's because you don't let yourself feel. Always avoiding your thoughts, always hiding. Stop hiding, Thomas.
What?
But that's not fine. That's not fine at all. You're telling me that when you're at a concert and capering bodies surround you, loosely singing along to the thunderous buzzing of the instruments from the speakers, floors, the walls, that you don't feel anything at all? Don't you feel like you're on top of the world? Feel like your mouth is going to rip from the tremendous, brilliant smile etched onto your face? 'Cause I do. It's about the only time that I feel exhilarated. Music is my adrenaline, my life source, and it pains me to know that when you're listening to this song, to the beats and bass and chorus, that you don't get filled with similar thrilling thoughts.
I'm sorry. My mind doesn't go to the same place as yours does, but I wish it did. I wish it did. Instead, my mind is stuck in a bewitching tale, like a deer caught in headlights. I'm stuck. The light blinds me, and I want it to. I want to forget. I want to forget so badly. I want to walk blindly and forget everything that's happened. Please, just let me forget.
Forget about what your mind thinks. What does your body say? Is your foot tapping along to the rhythm? Are your fingers chasing the drumming beats? Your head bopping to the melody? Face contorting to sorrowful expressions as it can't help but empathize with the haunting notes of the lyrics? Does your body say nothing at all? Feel nothing at all? Your body has a mind of its own, one we can't control at times. Do you let it feel what it wants when listening to music? 'Cause if not, then I guess you're just a fool.
That sounds mesmerizing. You were always so mesmerizing. I aspired to dream as you did, and I think that's why I always stuck by you. I thought that maybe by being at your side, I could somehow peek into your world and see the colors the way your eyes paint them.
Watch out.
I thought that you could make my life brighter, but I feel as though I only darkened yours. I was selfish. Still am. I am selfish. I never took you into consideration, or others. But I wanted to, believe me.
Watch out.
That wasn't enough. I tried and failed to watch out for you. I didn't mean for this to happen. One night, I was sadder than the rest. I started drinking. A lot. It only took one call from you to put a smile back on my face, and I came running at your door, ready to pick you up. Late night jam sessions are my favorite, you said. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't. I didn't see it coming. I tried to move. I'm sorry.
Watch out!
What? Ah!
Thomas swerves the car. Blackout. Sound of screeching tires, crash sounds, glass breaking.
Merlin!
Chaos ceases. The radio is heard softly playing. Fades. Music stops. The car's front window is broken on the passenger side. Glass litters the stage. The video projection has paused. Thomas is alone in the car.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mer. I'm sorry.
He reaches for his phone and plays Merlin's favorite song. He turns the volume all the way up and then gets out of the car.
This one's for you, Mer.
Thomas starts moving awkwardly to the music. Gradually, his body gets more and more into the music. When his hips begin to sway, he moves his feet and throws his arms into the air. He has lost himself in a non-rhythmic, passionate dance, a soft, mournful smile on his face as silent tears stream down his cheeks. Lights fade to black. End of play. We hope you enjoyed tonight's Hothouse. And don't forget, this was just our first. You can look forward to another round of 10-minute plays in Hothouse 2, Friday, March 11th, and our final Hothouse 3 on Friday, March 25th. Thank you again for joining us. Have a safe trip home, everyone.